Hello, Facebook. This is Trey with BlackFalconElectronics.com, and I'm shooting this video because I have another project that I want to work on. This is just in its initial phase. It's in a very elementary phase. And what is this project? It is to send a weather balloon to the edge of space with some electronics, and then to pop it. Once it gets to a certain height, it automatically pops because of the pressure, and then the electronics fall to the ground. The name of this project is Project ABLER. ABLER is the Automated Balloon Low Earth Electronic Release. And I named it ABLER because, it's automated. It is balloon. It is a balloon, and low Earth electronic release. I mean, it's going to be low on the Earth. When you look at all the different layers of the atmosphere, it's going to be low, close to the Earth, and it's obviously going to be the electronic release. Now, about this project, it's going to come in two phases. The first phase is just Project ABLER. I'm going to have electronics. I'm going to have it inside some box, like a Pelican case or what have you, and I'm going to release it. Excuse me. After being attached to a weather balloon, I'm going to have cameras on it so you guys can see the ascent, and then when a balloon pops, you're going to see the descent down, and then I will recover it with a combination of GPS and some wireless communication. Now, that's the first phase. The second phase is, instead of connecting some electronics via a that is encased inside of a Pelican case, I will instead connect it to Project Aura. Now, if you guys haven't seen my YouTube video or my Facebook video or my Instagram video, all under the name of Black Falcon Electronics, I have an automated plane. If you guys looked at it, you would have seen that I have this radio controlled plane that I programmed myself and is working. The only thing is I gotta connect the motor because the motor shaft bent, and then get it flying, attach sensors, what have you. But the biggest thing is to attach Project Aura into Project ABLER, electrically and automatically disconnect the plane from the balloon when it reaches a specific height, and then to have Project Aura, my automated RC plane, after it rights itself, because I'm going to have a gyroscope attached, power itself and fly as far as it can until it detects that the altitude is low or at a certain height, and then once it detects that it is in a certain height, it will then turn itself off, and it would shift into an emergency position. The emergency position is, as it's flying, it cuts off so it has no power, then it situates itself like this so that it's more of in a glide attitude, and it will just slowly start going down until it hits the ground. And of course, almost didn't catch that. And then after that, the entire time that's happening, I will be looking at, there we go, I will be recording its GPS location. I'll have it so then I know, all right, time to suit up, gotta go, and then head out so I can grab it, and of course retrieve the video and see the entire descent. It'll be so freaking interesting, honestly. I don't know. I don't know the intricacies involved in that. But I will check it out to see, because I want to make sure I do the right thing, obviously. But that'd be very interesting, so interesting. I'm so curious to see what'll happen. So yeah, that'd be cool. So Project ABLER is gonna be the weather balloon. I have subsystems, so let me speak about the subsystems. So I have the schematic already made. It's an initial schematic. It's not something that I'm gonna order to get an official PCB, which is a printed circuit board. It's just gonna be something that I'm basically gonna make the circuit board. Long story short, I'm making my own circuit board. You guys have seen them before. It's not that pretty, honestly, but it works perfectly for me, for my current use. So subsystems is going to have. We already talked about the GPS. So the GPS is going to be sent one of two, if not both ways. One way is the GPS will be sent via radio frequency, and another way is via satellite communication. So there's a component that you can buy that is very expensive, mind you, but whatever, that you can buy which connects to satellite communication, SATCOM. And once you connect to it, you can have it sent to your phone any kind of information within certain size limits. And what I'll do when it's going up is every increment, whatever that increment is, I will receive a message telling me, hey, this is its current location. This is its current location as far as the GPS, the elevation, and whatnot. And then once it drops, I'll get a notification of that. And then once it lands, I'll get a GPS notification so I know where to go. Now, here's the thing. There may be a little bit of variance, a slight margin of error with the GPS coordinates. So I'm going to switch from SATCOM, which is when it's far away, to RF when it's close up, and that'll, probably give you more precise readings. Now, I also have RF for another reason, and that is, what if I'm close to it, but it's, for whatever reason, the GPS may or may not be working? Well, I still need to be able to communicate, which is where the RF comes in, and I'll just press a button on the controller, and that'll send an RF signal to the ABLER, which again is the automated balloon low Earth electronic release, and it'll activate a buzzer. That buzzer will just go beep, 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 and I'll hear it, and I'll know, okay, it is over here, and I'll just keep following it until I see it, boom, got it, and retrieve it. That'll be for the ABLER. That is not counting aura. So if I am, let's say, fantasy, I get everything that I want, and I'm able to connect to RC plane, disconnect it, fly it. Obviously, I'll be doing roughly the same thing, but it'll be a little bit different because it's a plane. Probably have a little bit more systems in there. But another thing it's going to have, besides the GPS, SATCOM, RF unit, buzzer, will be, and I think I said GPS, and the altimeter. I know I already said that. That'll tell me how high I am, as well as an air temperature, because obviously I gotta know, like, how cold does it get? How cold was it when it was going up for that launch? It's going to have a pan and tilt unit using 2 servos, and basically what I'm going to do is on the top and the bottom of ABLER, obviously you're going to have it straight up. It's going to be carried. I'm going to have 2 cameras that just change, angles, so I can get all, different angles of it. It's going to go, up, down, all around, and then get a good recording so you can see exactly how it looks, and then I can get a really good picture and perspective of how high up it is. I know the weather balloons can get to like $200-300, but that's why I'm giving it a couple months. Probably do it next spring in the year 2021. I'll go ahead and get that situated after I investigate, so I can know all the rules and things, policies that are in place for that. Probably gonna have to contact some agencies. Might have to get some permits. May have to. I don't know. We'll see. And then from there, I will know what needs to happen and be able to fully form my idea. This is the initial raw elementary idea. This is what I want. This is what I would like. But after doing further research later, I will have to adjust the plans accordingly. But even at the bare minimum, if I could just do Project ABLER, which I know I can do because I've seen plenty of people doing it, that would be interesting enough to know that I can do it. Now, as far as this powered flight with Project Aura, even if I can't do Aura itself with the powered flight, even if I can buy a glide vehicle that is attached and then just have it glide all the way down, I can still do the same thing. All I need to do is connect a big enough battery to it to make sure that it can orient itself long term, and then we're done. That's all I need. I wouldn't even need a huge battery, honestly, because all I would have to do is power the CPU and keep the servo in one position. It would disconnect because that's how I do it. I connect it to the servo, put in the angle it needs to be, and then I turn the servo off. And I would save a lot of battery life. And then, of course, I'd have the gyroscope to orient the servos, but that's not a lot of power that it needs. So even a thin mint battery, like a super thin one, would work for quite a long time, since I'm not doing powered flight. So at the very least, bare minimum, I can do Project ABLER. One step above being able to do Project Abler is having a glide vehicle. No power flight, just a glide vehicle, which I know how to do. I've already done it before, done the proof of concept. I've shown you guys that it works. All I have to do is get a new motor, because the motor that I had before fried. Well, one motor fried, the other one had a bent shaft and it wasn't able to fly right, and it wasn't spinning fast enough. But I got the necessary motor with me now. I just need to get the plane because I'm on vacay. And once I do that, I prove that it flies. I already know the controls work because I've tested it, but I'll test it again, do a full check, and then I'm good to go. Yeah, I'm super excited. And above the glide vehicle will be if I can do the power flight. That is what I'm shooting for. But I'll get what I can out of it because I know I need to contact a couple agencies just to make sure it's 100% legal. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah. Let's see what happens. So I will be doing more soldering and making actual projects in the upcoming month or so. Just bear with me. But as of right now, this is the video description of Project Abler, which is the automated balloon low Earth electronic release, and a description of Aura, which is my automated unmanned reconnaissance airplane. I hope you guys have a great day. Please like, share, subscribe. I have an Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all of them are Black Falcon Electronics. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Tell me your personal thoughts. Do you think it's a good idea? Stupid idea? Let's see if we can get 10 likes across all platforms. I'll see you guys later. Have a blessed day, and God bless you and the United States of America. Toodles!